let's get into my top 10 power rankings of the week. I love doing these. It gets the people going. Producer Conrad is out here. Let's go through this week's top 10 power rankings.
All right, coming in at number 10, Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, the Brewers have moved down my list a little bit. They're just hanging on by a thread. This rotation, I know is going to be good. It's one of the best in baseball, but the offense to this point has just not been great. They need something to help this pitching staff. So they're still in the top 10 because of how good they can pitch. 1 through 3 in that rotation, fantastic. Back into the bullpen, fantastic. But offensively, they got to pick it up.
Coming in number 9, San Diego Padres.
Yeah, the Padres coming off a big series. It was one of my series to watch heading into the weekend against the reigning champs, the Atlanta Braves. They look good. Take 2 of 3. Mackenzie Gore has come up and looked good. The offense has shown flashes. The starting pitching has looked good. Darvish looks great. Manaea's looked good. This Padres team started the season just outside of the top 10 because of the Tatis injury. I think that really hurts them. But they've shown, at least to this point, that they're going to compete, and they're doing it pretty well. Padres at 9.
Coming number 8, we have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, this is I believe, their debut this year in the weekly top 10 power rankings. They've looked really good. Nolan Arenado is hitting, he's dang near close to 500. Made me wear his shirt today. They've looked really good. Tyler O'Neill's looked good. Pitching has held up. Cardinals, number 8.
Coming number 7, Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, I had the Rays a little lower to start the year, and then they start off the year on a tear. I know it was against the Orioles, but hey, the Orioles just beat the Yankees. But they struggled over the course of this past week, so they're on a little bit of a roller coaster ride right now. I have them settled into the 7 spot. I'm never going to count out the Rays. I think they're good. They had a dominant win against the White Sox yesterday, but they lost that series. But they're a tough team to get a pulse on right now, and they always are. They always play above what their roster shows, so I moved them down a little bit for the tough week. They're at 7.
Yep, coming number 6, the Houston Astros.
Yeah, the Astros a good little fall as well. I had them at the top of last week's power rankings because of their start to the year, which was great. That offense hasn't started clicking yet. They've shown flashes everywhere. The starting pitching has been really good. The offense has been really good. The bullpen has been good, but it's not really clicking all at the same time right now. Everything seems to be going when the other isn't. It's early. The Astros will be fine. The lineup is too deep, but there's multiple games right now where they're just getting blanked, not looking good at the plate. And then there's games where they come out firing on all cylinders. I have them move down the list a little bit at number 6 right now.
Coming in number 5, those San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, big jump. Big jump for these Giants. They're good. They have the best starting pitching statistically in baseball right now. They're hitting well enough to get the job done. They're sitting at 7-2. 7-2. They're at the top of the NL West with the Dodgers. We did it again. We underrated the Giants again. I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm the first, but I'm back on, I'm a Giants fan of what they're doing. They're looking good. They're bumped up a good bit in the power rankings. They're in the top 5 now.
All right, coming in number 4, Chicago White Sox.
The White Sox are, on paper, a very complete team. They beat the Rays on a home series just over the weekend, who I've said they're tough to get a pulse on, the Rays. So I don't really know how big of a series win that is. I don't really understand their competition yet. But they have a good record. Their offense is great. Their pitching is great. Dylan Cease, I said he could be a Cy Young contender this year, and man, he certainly looks to be that so far this year. The rotation's really good. They just got to stay healthy. I'm tired of watching this team get bit by the injury bug. The White Sox are great. Just let them stay healthy, please. They're at number 4.
Coming in number 3, the New York Mets.
The Mets have looked thus far to be an elite team in the game of baseball. They don't even have Jacob deGrom. And what this pitching staff is doing is special. Max Scherzer, Chris Bassett, Tyler McGill. Man, they have been incredible. This revamped offense looks really good. All the new pickups. Eduardo Escobar. Mark Hanna's looked good until I believe he's still out to this point with COVID. But everything they have done, Lindor looks to be back to one of the best shortstops in baseball, hitting bombs from both sides of the plate in the game again. Pete Alonso looks good. I hear you, everybody. You've always said the Mets are going to Met. I believed in the Mets this year, and now I really do. I've bumped them up a good bit in the power rankings. I have them in the top 3.
Coming in number 2, Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, look, the Blue Jays aren't going to win 100-plus games this year solely because of the division they play in. They are going to beat each other up in the AL East. But I'm not looking at record when I do this power rankings. It's not a record thing. The Blue Jays are fantastic. They are never out of games. They're going to pitch. I think their pitching staff will be good this year. Jordan Romano, with all due respect to Josh Hader and the closer that he is, Jordan Romano could be the best closer in baseball at this point. 28 consecutive saves. He's looked fantastic in the back end. Vladdy Jr. looks awesome, an MVP candidate. This Blue Jays team is incredible. Like I said, this isn't a record-based thing. This is power ranking. And nobody has more power. Well, there might be one team that has more power than the Toronto Blue Jays, who I have at number 2.
And coming in number 1, the city of Los Angeles can sleep easy tonight knowing the Dodgers are number 1.
Yeah, I had them at 1 to start the year. The first week power rankings, I moved them down. You can't lose a series to the Colorado Rockies and expect to stay at the top of the power rankings. But a couple things since. Well, they haven't lost. That helps. And the Rockies, they're looking a little better. They don't look like it doesn't look like you can walk all over them anymore. They're sitting at 6-3. The Rockies have looked better than most expected. So they lose that series. They get bumped down the power rankings, and then they've won every game since. And they have the best lineup on paper. They have an incredible roster, top to bottom. The Dodgers are a fantastic team, and they've won every game since that series. And now they're back on top of my power rankings.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.